Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how you can find yourself an elevated offer for either the American Express Platinum card or the American Express Gold card. If you happen to be interested in either one of these cards, there are currently some targeted elevated offers that are some of the best offers that I've ever seen for these cards. Now, I'm going to show you exactly how you can end up finding them, but first I'm going to go over what the actual offers are. The American Express Platinum card currently has an elevated offer of giving you 150,000 membership reward points after you end up spending $6,000 in the first 6 months of the card, plus also you get yourself a $200 statement credit along with that offer. With the American Express Gold card, there's currently an elevated offer of giving you 90,000 membership reward points after spending $4,000 in the first 3 months of having this card, and then also you get yourself a $200 statement credit with this offer. Now, these are some of the best offers I've ever seen with these cards. When it comes to the American Express Gold card, there was an elevated offer last year of giving you 100,000 membership reward points for the exact same amount of spend, but the difference with this one is you're getting 90,000, but you're also getting yourself $200 statement credit. So I would say arguably that this one ends up being very competitive with that offer that ended up being their best when it comes to point amount offer that they end up having last year with the American Express Gold card. Now, when it comes to the American Express Platinum card, this ends up being, I think, the second best offer I've ever seen with this card. There was an offer before that was less points, but ended up giving you 10x back on all small business purchases. So you can end up racking up a ton of membership reward points with that offer, but still, these end up being some of the best offers for either one of these cards. So if you actually end up being interested in either one of these cards, this can end up being a great time to sign up for one of these cards. Now, I was able to find these targeted elevated offers myself, but I actually have both of these cards, so these targeted elevated offers aren't going to help me out, but if you happen to be interested in either one of these cards, I'm gonna show you exactly how you can end up finding these elevated offers. Now, I was able to locate the elevated targeted offer with one of my referral links in the description box. So if you actually go down to the description box below, you end up seeing that I have a bunch of different referral links, and the top one should end up being the American Express Gold card. And when I end up clicking on that for the first time, I end up seeing that I had a elevated offer for the 90,000 points and the $200 statement credit. So this is actually how I was able to locate it. So what I would say is that if you end up going down to the description box below, if you actually end up being on your phone, check it out there. You'll end up seeing that you may end up being targeted for this offer with my link. Now, if you end up being targeted for this offer with my link and you happen to be interested in the American Express Platinum card, at the top of the screen, you're gonna end up seeing something that says view all cards with referral offers. And then when you end up doing that, click on all personal cards. And then when you actually end up clicking on that, you can scroll down, you end up seeing a bunch of different cards on there. And if you end up having that 90,000 point offer with the American Express Gold card and you are interested in the American Express Platinum card, you should be able to scroll down and find the American Express Platinum card that ends up having the 150,000 membership reward points offer along with the $200 statement credit. Now, for me, I swear to you, I saw these offers the first time I ended up clicking on my link when I ended up using it with my phone. However, when I ended up clicking on it the second time, the offers were not the same. I ended up seeing a 60,000 point offer, and then the next time I ended up doing it, there was an elevated offer, but it was only 75,000 membership reward points when I ended up coming to the Gold card. You want to find the 90,000 membership reward point offer along with the $200 statement credit. That's when you know you have the link for the best available offer. However, you can't click away from that, or if the link ends up reloading, the offer may end up disappearing because this actually does happen. So if you end up finding that offer and you want to get yourself the Gold card, then you want to apply for the Gold card immediately with that offer. And if you end up wanting to get yourself the Platinum card, you end up clicking on the link above to find all personal cards, and then you end up going down to the Platinum card and then using that link to apply for the American Express Platinum card. Now, if it doesn't end up working on the first try, then I would say try again and again. And if it doesn't end up working out with your phone, then try it on your desktop, and also try it in incognito mode. Try it with different internet browsers. So if you're someone who's used to using Google Chrome, try it with Firefox, and also clear out your cookies. Just keep on trying it. It may end up taking an hour or more to end up locating this elevated offer, but it's definitely gonna end up being worth it, because if you end up looking at the normal offer for the American Express Platinum card, that offer is gonna end up being 80,000 membership reward points you end up getting after you end up spending $6,000 in the first 6 months of having this card. But the elevated offer for the American Express Platinum card is 150,000 membership reward points after you end up spending $6,000 in the first 6 months of having this card, along with a $200 statement credit. So you're gonna get yourself 70,000 additional points along with a $200 statement credit. This is definitely worth a few hours of trying to use different browsers, clearing your cookies, and also using incognito mode to try to find this elevated offer. Now, if my link isn't showing you the elevated offer, then I highly recommend that you check out a different link and see if you can find the elevated offer with that link instead. Now, if you do end up using my link, it will really help out the channel, and I'll be incredibly thankful for your support. But if you can't find the elevated offer with my link, then definitely check out other links out there, because this elevated offer is too good to pass up. Now, as I said earlier in the video, I actually already happen to have both of these cards, so these elevated offers don't apply for me. But if you happen to be interested in getting yourself a new credit card, I highly recommend both of these cards. The American Express Gold card is one of the best cards in the game. You get yourself 4x back on dining, 4x back on groceries, 3x back on flights, and then 1x back on all the purchases. I call this card my workhorse card because this card gets the most use out of any card in my wallet. We all need to eat, so getting yourself 4x back on dining and on groceries ends up being really high multipliers for those categories. Now, this card does have a $250 annual fee, but with that $250 annual fee, this card actually does give you some credits to help offset it. You get yourself $10 a month with Uber. This ends up being with either Uber Rides or Uber Eats. And you also get yourself $10 a month with a dining credit. Now, the dining credit is connected to Grubhub and a number of other restaurants. I usually just recommend people to use Grubhub because with Grubhub, you end up getting yourself thousands of options with restaurants. Now, both of these credits, you get yourself $10 a month. It is use it or lose it, but if you end up using both of these credits each month, you get yourself 20 bucks, and throughout the entire year, you end up getting yourself $240 in statement credits. So if you end up using these credits to the fullest, you effectively bring the annual fee down to only being $10. Now, with the annual fee only being effectively $10, being able to get yourself 4x back on dining and on grocery stores ends up just being a way to rack up a ton of membership reward points. And this is the reason why I absolutely love this card and I highly recommend this card to people. The American Express Platinum card is the card that will truly elevate your travel experiences. When it comes to earning potential with this card, you get yourself 5x back on flights booked directly with the airlines. You get yourself 5x back when it comes to hotels booked through Amex's travel, and then you get yourself 1x back on all the purchases. Now, this card does have a $695 annual fee connect to it. However, there are a bunch of different perks and credits that you get with this card that can easily offset that annual fee. You get yourself a $200 Uber credit, a $240 digital entertainment credit, a $200 hotel credit, a $200 airline credit. You end up getting yourself $189 towards Clear, $155 towards Walmart Plus. You get yourself $100 towards Saks Fifth Avenue. You also get yourself Hilton Gold status, Marriott Gold status, and then when it comes to lounge access with this card, you get the most lounge access out of any card out there because you get yourself access to Priority Pass, which is over 1,300 lounges across the globe. You get yourself access to Delta Sky Club if you happen to be flying with Delta, and also get yourself access to American Express's Centurion Lounge. American Express claims that the credits that are connected with this card are going to give you over $1,500 in value. So if you can end up only just getting yourself half the value of the credits that are connected with this card, you're going to be getting yourself positive value with this card, even with the $695 annual fee connected to it. I absolutely love my American Express Platinum card because it has truly elevated my travel experience ever since getting this card. When I go to my home airport of LAX, I get to skip past airport security because of the Clear credit that's connected with it. Then I get to go chill in the American Express Centurion Lounge and get myself free food, free drinks, and a comfortable place to sit. And then I get to fly in business or in first class internationally because of all the points I get to rack up with the American Express program. I think that the American Express Platinum card and Gold card are an excellent combination to have in your wallet. And with both these cards, you're gonna get yourself a ton of membership reward points. And membership reward points can end up being some of the strongest points in the game. If you end up just doing a little bit of research and understanding how to take advantage of transfer partners, you can get so much value from these points. A great way to get yourself excellent value for your membership reward points would end up being for international business and first class. An example of this would end up being that if you wanna fly over to Madrid in business class, you can actually do that for 34,000 membership reward points during off-peak time. So what you end up doing is you would end up grabbing onto your membership reward points, transferring over to Iberia Avios, and then using those points to book a business class flight over to Madrid. This ends up being a great value for your points because you end up looking at the cost of a business class flight over to Madrid. This can end up being over $3,000 that end up costing. So you can end up getting yourself somewhere near 10 cents per point in value from this redemption. If you end up getting yourself the American Express Platinum card and end up getting yourself that sign-up bonus, you can do this flight 4 times if you want to yourself, or you can have you and a loved one can fly over to Madrid in business class and back just from this one sign-up bonus. I absolutely love American Express membership reward points. And many of the programs that are partnered with American Express actually end up giving you transfer bonuses. So that same redemption I told you about, we can end up transferring over to Iberia to get yourself a business class flight for 34,000 points. Sometimes it ends up being a transfer bonus, so it might end up costing you even less amount of points to be able to do that exact same flights, which can end up being incredible value. Now, if you end up hitting the sign-up bonuses for both the American Express Platinum card and the American Express Gold card, this is a lot of minimum spend, but if you can end up doing it along with the minimum spend and the bonus, you're gonna get yourself over 250,000 membership reward points, which can end up being so valuable when you end up redeeming for international flights. But there you have it. That's how you find the elevated offers for both the American Express Platinum card and the American Express Gold card. Now, if you happen to be interested in either of these cards, definitely take advantage of these offers while they're around because they're not going to be around forever. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you do have any additional questions about the elevated offers, drop it down in the comment section down below and I'll do the best I can answer them. If you happen to be looking to get yourself even more membership reward points, check out the shopping portal Rakuten. Rakuten is a shopping link that allows you to get yourself cash back when you end up using one of the websites that connected with Rakuten. If you happen to not already have a Rakuten account, I can get you $30 back on your first $30 purchase if you happen to decide to use my link. And if you actually happen to use my link, it will really help out the channel. I'll be incredibly thankful for your support. Now, if you happen to really like this video, then please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this video, and have a beautiful rest of your day. Peace.